Hi, welcome to my channel. We're going to be talking about what went down in the second round of the 2025 Stanley Cup Playoffs, specifically between the teams in the Western Conference. So the first series to wrap up within the second round of the Western Conference was between the Edmonton Oilers and the Vegas Golden Knights. The Oilers won the series 4-1 against the Knights. And basically, they did this by opening up the second round series with a 4-2 win on May 6, 2025 at T-Mobile Arena. After winning Game 1 of the series, the Oilers extended their lead 2-0 after securing a 5-4 overtime win in Game 2. Down by 2 goals, the Knights battled it out with the Oilers in Game 3, which would have gone to overtime if Riley Smith's shot did not bounce off of the Oilers' Draisaitl's stick into the back of the net with 0.4 seconds left in regulation. This win for the Knights did not hinder the Oilers' momentum at all, as they used their Game 3 upset as fuel for their 2-game sweep. The Oilers shut out the Knights 3-0 on home ice in Game 4 and were able to end the series with a 1-0 overtime shutout in Game 5 on May 24, 2025. This last overtime between the Knights and the Oilers during the second round of the 2025 Stanley Cup Playoffs ultimately helped the Oilers to punch their ticket into the Western Conference Finals. In regards to stats, we see that the Edmonton Oilers outscored the Vegas Golden Knights 16 goals versus 10. They also outshot the Knights 149 versus 120, and they had a higher average face-off win percentage compared to the Knights as well. However, we do see that the Knights did play a more physical game with having more hits than the Oilers, and they actually found more success on their power play opportunities compared to the Oilers. In regards to goaltending, the Vegas Golden Knights goaltender Adin Hill was able to save 133 shots out of 149 shots on goal, which equals a 0.893 save percentage in the second round. And the Edmonton Oilers goaltender Stuart Skinner, he ended with a 0.917 save percentage after he saved 110 shots on goal out of 120 shots on goal. The second series to wrap up the second round was between the Dallas Stars versus the Winnipeg Jets. The Stars won 4-2 against the Jets in their second round series, and this series actually went back and forth in regards to games won between each other. So the series went back and forth, especially in the very beginning, where the Stars won Game 1 on May 7, 2025, which ended with a 3-2 Stars victory, and then was followed up by the Jets winning 4-0, basically shutting out the Stars in Game 2. The Stars did answer back with their previous loss with back-to-back regulation wins in Game 3 and Game 4 of the series, and then on the verge of being eliminated, the Jets extended their playoff run with a 4-0 shutout in Game 5 of the series. An emotional Game 6 rolled into overtime after a long goaltending duel between the Jets' Hellebuck and Stars' Onger. However, this duel finally came to an end when the Stars won 2-1 and with a power play game-winning overtime goal scored by Thomas Harley on May 17, 2025. The Stars secured their spot in the Western Conference Finals with their Game 6 win, and they will be fighting for redemption in their rematch against the Edmonton Oilers in the Western Conference Finals. So before we talk about that, we're going to quickly go over the stats. The Stars and the Jets were pretty similar in regards to total goals scored. Despite the Jets outshooting the Stars and also playing a more physical game, and also finding more success on their face-off wins. However, the Stars' power play unit was a lot higher. Our power play percentage success rate was a lot higher compared to the Winnipeg Jets, and I feel like it's safe to say that was what really helped them to win this series, especially with their game-winning goal in their last game of the series being a power play goal. Goaltending was pretty similar to one another. However, the Dallas Stars did have a slightly higher save percentage by saving 157 shots on goal out of 171 shots on goal, while the Jets goaltending had a 0.905 save percentage after he saved 124 out of 137 shots on goal. So, after all of that, we have confirmed that the Dallas Stars will be facing the Edmonton Oilers in the Western Conference Finals. And if we look back at the 2024 Stanley Cup Playoffs, it's the same, it's pretty much a rematch. So during this 2024-2025 regular season, though, we see that Dallas Stars won 2 out of 3 games played against the Oilers. They were able to outscore the Oilers by 3 goals, and despite the Oilers outshooting the Dallas Stars 102 shots versus 73 shots, and playing a slightly more physical game with 54 hits versus 44 hits. The Oilers did find more success with the face-off wins. However, the Dallas Stars average power play units was what helped them to win most of their games. And then we look at goaltending. They're very, very similar during the regular season. Like, this series may really come down to who can capitalize on their goal scoring opportunities, as well as pretty much capitalizing on their power plays. Yeah, so this is the schedule for the Edmonton Oilers versus the Dallas Stars. We will see, and whoever ends up winning this series will move on to the Stanley Cup Finals, where they will face one of the Eastern Conference teams, which would either be the Florida Panthers or the Carolina Hurricanes, which is going to be pretty interesting. Will we see a rematch between the Edmonton Oilers versus the Panthers, or will we see a new team rise up? Stay tuned, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye!